What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I just tap about on the video. It was gonna hop right into it. So today we'll be talking about, well, we have, heard these two people rooming together, especially before his relationship with Summer Walker. But two people you wouldn't typically think of when you think of the other one. So Lil Meech and Celina Powell. Celina Powell basically exposed Lil Meech for a number of things. So we're just gonna get into it because she has had a lot to say. So it starts with basically it's on Celina Powell's story, or it was on Celina Powell's story. She basically, showed a phone call with Lil Meech, and it just basically exposed him for being a liar, and he was just lying about a lot of things, just trying to, basically ease his public image.
You, please delete this stuff. This is my reputation, bro. I apologize for saying what I said to you. Please, man.
But you said it was cap though. What was cap, Demetrius?
Celina, I said that to get the post deleted, Celina.
Okay. Right. But now you want to make me look like a liar in front of the internet. It's crazy, Demetrius.
That's not how I tried to make you seem. I apologize for that.
She then proceeds to post on her story, "Take that as a lesson and never play with me because I always have receipts." Then she goes with another post that says, "Take that down. You're better than that," in quotations. "No, I'm not. Anyway, like I was saying." Then she said, "Play with the next bitch, not me." Then she posts a picture of this nigga and pay attention to the shirt. And basically says, "Look at my son. I might have to fuck his daddy now." She then posts a text thread between her and Lil Meech showing that she bought that nigga that shirt. Then she got on Twitter, because all this was on Instagram, and says, "Can't believe I had to do that to him, but oh well." She then proceeds to get back on Instagram and post a picture of her in the driver's seat and Lil Meech in the passenger seat and says, "I'll give you $20K right now if you can show me you have a car, Demetrius." Then she proceeds to say, "Demetrius, you know what's cap? Is the fact you keep posting a Ferrari that got repossessed because you couldn't afford insurance. Post the car in real time right now. Let's go. Please, please." And then this kind of involves Big Meech. She said, "Mind you, he living in Floyd Mayweather apartment for free with his daddy because they can't afford rent. Bitch, you think I'd be proud to admit that? I care for you like you were my son. You couldn't even afford meals, ho. I connected you with my weed plug because you couldn't afford to get high. He's 10 pills deep today. He probably forgot he was with me, and that's why he said cat, because ain't no way." She keep calling this nigga her son. That's tough. That's tough. Then she said, "You said 50 Cent was bullying you while you were in rehab, all while measuring your lean. You wake up and immediately pop pills. Please, Demetrius, I know the real you. Like, do I seriously got to do this right now after I've been chilling?" So that's really the end of what she says. And now, it's basically for my opinion part of it. So there's, a few points I thought about. A lot of people, first thought is, why do people keep messing with Celina Powell? In all honesty, Celina Powell is not really that, even though we do know quite a few things about her, she's not really that messy, if we're really being honest. She really, for as much as she knows because of the people she's been around, she's really not that messy. So, him starting with her, Lil Meech probably did some, but this is a common theme that we're seeing with Lil Meech and them. A lot of people are kind of saying these repeated things about Lil Meech. We've heard the addict talk before, we've heard that he's broken, he ain't got it like that. We've heard all this talk from other people, and another person saying it is probably true. Now, a lot of people will be like, "Why are you still messing with Celina, knowing all the things she did?" Because you got to think, going back to the she not messy part, she been around so many niggas, she gonna keep her mouth shut. Because if she was doing all this for this nigga, she obviously clearly cared about him. And the fact that she was keeping it low key to this point, she was moving right. It just obviously he did something so flagrant with her. She was like, "Fuck that." She was trying to put that nigga on blast. And I mean, if she felt disrespected, especially if she's doing all this for somebody and she's not even seeing it in return, and this nigga get on the internet and act wild, I can definitely see why she would be angry and wanted to point that out. So, in my personal opinion, I'm definitely with Celina on this one because like I said, bruh, for her, like a lot of we know the people she's been around, and we don't really hear them say anything bad about her. So obviously, this got to be Lil Meech. It's too many. It's a common denominator. Too many niggas saying this thing about Lil Meech. Nobody really saying shit about her. I'm leaning towards Lil Meech was out here being flagrant, and she just had to let it go on that nigga. Like, so only thing, bro, Lil Meech has really looks at this point squandered his opportunity. I mean, 4 million, and you out here getting Ferraris that's getting repossessed, and you ain't got no place to live. It's crazy. If I had 4 million, I'm buying a crib. I'm buying some cool shit. Cause 4 million is a nice check to get at once, but 4 million ain't some. If you trying to live a lifestyle like that, you can't live off 4 million. You gonna need to make way more money than that. So he need to come up with something, either a plan like where he have a house, a car forever, and he could, even if he do kind of go broke, he can still, try to figure it out, but he still got somewhere to live. Or he should have tried to put it in somewhere, else financial where that could have made money for him. Because, in all honesty, even though he, BMF was doing great, and it looked like he fucked up his opportunity. Well, Big Meech really fucked it up, but Lil Meech made it worse. His opportunity with acting and shit. If we really look at it outside, BMF couldn't have went forever because it's based on true people. It's not like Power. See, Power can go on forever because it's like fiction. You feel me? So, yeah, you might have some repetitive themes that you see throughout the show, but he can always create another storyline for Power because it's fiction. BMF, even though, everything is not as accurate to real life, some of it still has to, follow a timeline and follow something that went on in the real world, and they went to jail at a certain point. So you knew BMF couldn't really go on forever. And my thing is, what was Meech gonna do after that anyway? Even if he didn't fuck his opportunity up with 50, what was they going to do anyway? He was going to need some type of. He was going to have to get some type of finances in some other way. Like he was going, because yeah, you can say he continued to act, but what roles could Lil Meech have played? Like, I'm not saying he ain't a god awful actor, but let's not sit here and act like the nigga he not Leo DiCaprio or Denzel, somebody like that. I don't see him having a lot of versatility with these roles, so he was going to be, in my personal opinion, very limited beyond the BMF world, even if he didn't fuck his face up like this, even though now his face is fucked up. So we really don't know where it's going from this. Obviously, he does have one more season of BMF. So you better figure out with that money, but it ain't looking too good. But that's really all I gotta say though. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I need to talk about my video, and we out.